Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live from this jersey here, Guff Gaming Brisbane, for the ACL Sydney Counter-Strike Global Offensive Qualifiers. My name is Sam, and I'm joined here by Elfish Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're into our semi-finals of Bracket 4. We have... Jordan?
Vox Eminor up against Direwolves, and I believe our first map is going to be Dust 2. It looks like we're heading into the pistol round as we speak. We're going to see Vox here on the terrorist side, and Direwolves going to be defending on that counter-terrorist side. The five-man stack here, I guess you could say, from Vox Eminor coming out here onto the B-bomb site. Havoc with a nice grenade there chucked into the back of the site is going to take down one of the players from Direwolves. As they're going to be dueling here up against Sicko, is going to take him down here, and Vox Eminor looking very strong so far on this pistol round. Lots of kills going across, and they're not going to have any trouble there. No one going down from their side at all. So Vox Eminor picking up the first pistol round without any issues.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, the semi-finals are a best of 3 here. So the teams did knife initially for veto rights to see who was which team in the veto process. And obviously we've come out here with Dust 2. Direwolves, as we know, did qualify for CGPL earlier on in the year, but were unfortunately unable to make it. Vox Eminor, the premier Australian Counter-Strike global offensive team, some might argue, most would argue, I suspect, these days, coming off a very impressive tournament very, very recently at Gfinity. Yam, a new addition to their team, going to pick up 2 there on this round 2. Vox obviously with the cash advantage there, picking up some SNGs and really doing some damage. Direwolves, probably not expected to win here, Jordan, but they're certainly going to give it their best shot, aren't they? No,
I mean, Direwolves are a team that they're not awful. I mean, we've seen, I don't know if you have, but I've watched a few of their games from their CG ladder before the actual Season 2 LAN finals for that, and they actually qualified for that, but weren't able to attend. So here's hoping if they do qualify for ACL that they can manage to get to that one, but we'll see what they could do here up against Vox Eminor. Obviously, this is their first chance. If they do lose this one up against Vox Eminor, or if Vox Eminor loses to Direwolves, whichever team, they will have the opportunity to climb out of the losers bracket as well on Monday to get a spot in ACL as well. So we're going to see 4 teams come across today and 4 teams on Monday, and Vox Eminor closing out a pretty easy round there again on that 3rd round. But now the gun round coming out here for Direwolves Sandman.
Yeah, well, Direwolves here with their first bye. We'll see what the boys can do. It's really this is the first opportunity to show us what they've got up against this. Most would suggest, some would suggest, new and improved Vox Eminor lineup. I've heard many people say Vox Eminor with Yam is without doubt the best team around these days. Well, Direwolves are going to grab the first kill there. However, onto Havoc. So if we take a look at our map, we will see 2 players over along A, the bomb, chillaxing kind of in the mid area, and 1 player from Vox Eminor is down in lowers. Sicko here on to short B, just holding this one back, waiting to see if he's going to find anyone. The boys from Vox Eminor slowly starting to make their way over onto that long A side. Just trying to find a pick here, perhaps pull back the disadvantage of losing 1 player earlier on in this round. Down 50 seconds left on the clock. There we go. Sicko picks off Azza, and Sponge here going to try and make a play for something out of this. He does take out Sicko eventually. Peanut. Who's that? Do we know who that is?
No, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming it's JKS. Unless they've got a sub and haven't told anyone.
There's potentially. On the, I'm sure someone in chat knows who this is. They probably got him on their friends list. But only 1 player left here for Vox Eminor. Does have that UMP. Does have the bomb. Is going to get picked up. However, 3-1, and Direwolves quite convincingly winning that round there. Their first bye round of the map.
Indeed, but Vox Eminor have got enough money to go for a rebuy here. Havoc does have enough money for the AWP, but opting to go for an AK there to keep the economy a little bit healthier there for Vox Eminor, should they potentially lose this round. And so it's going to be 4 AKs and a Galil there on Yam. We'll see what Vox can do here against the Dire Wolves. They started off pretty well, but obviously lose that first gun round is not something that you want to be doing, but we'll see now what they can do here in this second gun round. Azza on the entry here isn't going to spot anyone out, but does find one in the window. That was Sicko going down. The flash comes out, but he's going to evade that one relatively easily. Jumps into the site through window as well. Picks himself up 2 kills in that round, which was a nice job from him. JKS jumps into the site as well, takes down the player there left on B, and it's going to be a complete B control here for the guys from Vox Eminor. Sponge AWPing from the window. He's going to take down Dan's, and well, I'm going to just call that guy BK. With the FAMAS has got a big job here with a 1v3 situation, staring him in the face. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do anything here. Might just look for some exit frags, but it appears that he's trying to move up towards the B bomb site, so might try and go for something here. Let's see what he does. Oh, he's going to get caught out here by Havoc. Havoc just pushing out at the perfect time as BK tried to jump into the site there, and unfortunately was looking the wrong way, and Havoc took him down without any issues.
Very nice work there. So, Vox Eminor going to take back a round after a little bit of a trip there, perhaps on round number 4 even. So, we are 5 rounds into this one. Diabol's being forced to purchase absolutely nothing other than a flashbang. So, it looks to me like they're starting to stack this alongside. I'm not sure if anything is going to come of that, however, trying to find themselves an easy kill, perhaps, down here onto Azza. Azza's going to force a couple of players here back. He does throw down that molly, firing a few shots as the rest of his team starts to make their way, especially Sponge here. Flash and molly going to come out. Another flash going to come out as well. These guys going to swing around over into a bomb site from the short A. Oh, Sponge getting caught out there down from ramp. Nice work there coming out from one of the Diabol's players. We do see 2 players though, however, getting picked up. Bomb plant should be able to come down, but Dan's, we do see him. One! Did he? No, doesn't matter. Bomb plant again. Here we go. 3rd time's the charm. It does get planted this time. The guys, we will see 3 onto 2. Some fantastic names here over on the Direwolves. BKKKKK and 287, who I think someone said was RBZ a little bit earlier. 3 players up against 2 Direwolves. What are the guys going to try and do this time around? Perhaps trying to grab a free kill on the way through Vox Eminor. However, moving along long A and away from any sort of danger. It is too late to defuse this one. He's going to grab himself an AK and get the hell out. Down to 3 HP. That was a nice judgment there.
Okay, so another round going over to the Vox Eminor lineup. And they're looking very comfortable so far. I've got to say, they looked pretty good when they were playing over in Gfinity. They seemed to be very well coordinated despite having Yam really only for a few weeks or so before they went overseas. And, you know, they were pushing together, they were flashing each other, and their coordination was very evident. But we'll see what they can do today. They seem to be going well so far, and you'd expect that they should be able to, if they're playing at their best, be able to take this best of 3 out. But Direwolf certainly going to do their best to stop that from happening. Both these teams are going to be very keen to get to that ACL Land final, which has a bit of money up for grabs, I think. 2.5 grand for the winner, so that's pretty good. And also invite overseas to, I think, ESL. And, well, Azza picks up 2 kills as well on the entry there. He's going to go for a 3rd here. Does find that, but cannot find the 4th there onto Dan's. The trade out, but probably not going to be enough there for Direwolves. Havoc is going to catch the rotators. He finds 2, and another easy round there for Vox Eminor.
Yeah, 6-1 here. Starting to get themselves a little bit of momentum. We have a look up at our scoreboard. They picked up 3, lost 1, picked up 3. So not really giving the guys over at Direwolves a chance to get that that loser streak money going. But they must be getting close to it now, having lost 6 out of 7. We will see Vox Eminor trying to find someone down here along long A. I think Havoc got flashed out there. He's going to drop the bomb. Sponge going to pick up. Sicko Dance going down as well. There we go. Wizard is picked up. And, oh, goodness. Yam and, who did we say Peanut was? I'm sure someone. JKS. He's a bit of a peanut, to be fair. And RBZ going to be picked up there by Azza. Vox Eminor 7-1. Easy round, obviously, up against the Pistols by now going to come out here for Direwolves, but they are certainly starting to let this first game get away from them.
Yeah, I mean, they did look okay in that first gun round, and then Vox Eminor seemed to have just rallied a little bit, and they've been able to roll over the next few rounds in a row. But Dowell's certainly not out of this just yet. We'll see what they can do in this round. They've got a full buy pretty much. The orb there on Sicko. So I think that might be K-Strife, but I'm not 100% sure. These guys all playing with different names makes things a little bit confusing for us. But nonetheless, we will push on here. Looks like the Vox Eminor guys kind of posturing here for a B entry. Might be a little bit risky running all through that B tunnels area, but I think they've got a Havoc there in mid who might come around for a little bit of a flank or something like that. Oh, Yam is going to spot one out and takes him down without any trouble, jumping over the... Whoa, what a shot there coming up from Yam as well. He jumped over the smoke and then jumps up onto the boxes and has no issues taking those 2 kills early on the entry. Oh, Sicko though picks up 2. Can he find a third here? This would be pretty good from him, but no, Havoc finds him on the flank there, and that was kind of what we expected to come out there from Vox Eminor, the flank from Havoc proving to be successful so far, but 2-on-2 situation here. The health advantage in the favor of Vox Eminor at the moment, but Yam is very low. He's one shot. Dan's as well on 16 HP, so things are going to be close here if Direwolves were to opt to go for a retake, but it appears that they are going to go for a save.
They are certainly going for a save here. So that's going to bring us out to 8-1, Jordan. Very, very convincing first round or first half of this best of 3 coming out from Vox Eminor. We saw them very, very recently out at Gfinity, just showing us really how strong they have become. I think someone said they were now top 16 in the world.
I'm not sure.
Does that sound right? I don't know. It's pretty impressive. They've consistently improved, and Yam just seems to have added something that they really needed just to secure their advantage. They're showing just how good he is on the AWP, picking up 1 through into mid there. Free kill on the crossover. Don't ever like losing your life. There's a little bit disappointing, I've no doubt, but Yam is one of the best, so we won't really hold it against the Direwolf guys too hard.
Okay, so Direwolves have the player disadvantage at the moment, but still trying to hold out in this round. And as you say, Yam has been pretty good so far. Appears that he's going to be the main AWPer at the moment for Vox, and I've heard a few people throwing around the idea that perhaps Yam is going to be the main AWPer in favor of Havoc here, as Havoc picks up a kill there with the rifle and certainly proving to us that he can use the rifle as well as the AWP. So I reckon this is probably a good idea here for Vox Eminor to put Yam on that AWP. He's a very strong player with that weapon, and Havoc has a go with the rifles. Certainly seems to be working so far in this game. Peanut, or rather JKS, is going to find himself a kill there onto a Wizard, but Dan's takes out Azza. Sponge, though, running out there onto Long, is going to find Dan's on a bomb site. But only one player alive here for the Direwolves. He's going to try and do what he can, but in a 1v3 situation up against some of the best in Australia, you would have to count him out. He's trying to spray out a little bit, trying to keep himself alive for as long as possible, but it's not going to last too long. Havoc dropping down there into CT, and he's going to take him out.
Vox Eminor picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 round wins in a row. Direwolves, we will see, being able to buy because they have lost so many rounds, getting that loser's streak bonus, spending up all their 3,400 cash that they did all have there. 4 FAMASs and 1 M4. It looks like they're trying to stack this short side, but Az has made his way round into B at the same time. He gets 1. Will he get 2? No. Not. Oh, did he? They both get taken out. I'm not even 100% sure what happened there. Yam going to take out Dance into mid. Yam down to 10 HP. We will see 2 players left from Direwolves. They are both in mid. Will be able to get 1. Yes, he will. Havoc spraying down there into the mid area. Only Sicko left, and he should get picked up here from JKS, who swings around, cleans him up, changed his stupid name, and everyone's feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, the Direwolves in that round, I mean, they kind of were like, you know what, nothing's working, we may as well try something crazy. And as you say, they stacked up on short, and it didn't work out because Vox Eminor just too strong at the moment. So Direwolves not looking particularly pleased so far with their CT round score. They've only got 1 round out of 11. And they'd be looking for more, but the stack here is going to be on the B-bomb site now from Direwolves, and yeah, they're going for some pretty insane strategies. They're just not able to kind of deal with the aim, I think, that Vox have got, as well as the strategies that they're bringing out. So Direwolves, yeah, they're going for what they can, but things are not looking good for them so far. The A-bomb site completely clear. The Vox Eminor guys appear to be looking towards that site, and they're soon going to be able to sniff out that there is this big stack on the B side and enter into that A site. But Havoc, he's going to be the one to probably be looking to spot some players out. I think they're going to spot that one out in lower tunnels. That is Sicko, if I'm not mistaken. He is going to be taken out there by JKS. So things are not looking so good right now for Direwolves in this round. Azza finds a kill onto Dan's. We're going to see 287, or whatever his real name is, trying to dual sponge there, and indeed is going to take him down with that Desert Eagle, but Vox Eminor are going to plant that bomb there. Thanks to JKS. And Direwolves going to have to do what they can to retake this, but not going to be easy task for them. Azza and Havoc picking up 2 kills. Azza finds the third for himself, or a second for himself, in that little duel, and closes out the round in favor of Vox Eminor.
Vox Eminor looking very, very strong here. On the T side of Dust 2, we have a look at our scoreboard. All of them rolling in the money right now. The guys over at Direwolves spending what they can each round, what they're allowed, thanks to that loser's streak. JK is going to flash out here into mid. Swing round, he will see one. Does he get him? He does. That is, I believe, Blackout going down with a nice little headshot there. Sicko here AWPing into mid. Did he have AWP? Did he have money? Yes, he does have enough for an AWP. We actually see 2 AWPs over on the side of the Direwolves. Sicko and Dan's picking up Havoc and Sponge. JK is going down as well. Finally, the CT team in Direwolves getting a break. 2 and 11. We're into round number 14.
Yeah, so this is kind of a mirror of the last game we saw on Dust, but we'll see if Direwolves can kind of pull it back in the in their T side, as I think it was Eximus up against Avant-Garde were able to do for a little bit before Avant were able to close that game out. Vox Eminor just charging straight here onto long, but taking a lot of damage as they do it, running through a bit of a Molotov there and a lot of frag grenades as well. Sponge finds one, but is traded out there by Dan's. A bit of a stack coming out on the A side here from Direwolves as well. They seem to be just favoring one random site each round and trying to hope for the best from that. Yam finds himself one onto BK. Sicko takes down Azza, and JKS takes down Dan's. So lots of kills coming out very quickly. Vox Eminor have the advantage from it, but well, in terms of HP, you'd have to give it to Direwolves. JKS is going to do his best to help his team there on long, but no one going to come from that direction. It's going to be Sicko in mid. Can he hit the shot? Yes, he can. Yam takes it. Okay. Now it's a 2v2. JKS, though, we know he's been playing fantastically recently. Should be able to clean this one up. Does indeed take it down. Havoc as well managed to find himself one. So Vox Eminor taking another round.
They have indeed last round of the first half, as you can read there on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Vox Eminor up to 12. They only need to make it to 16. This is a best of 3. However, it's our semi-final here for this particular bracket. The winner of this best of 3 will find themselves in on Monday, I believe. No, sorry, they'll find themselves at ACL Sydney the winner, in about a month's time. Monday night, we will be seeing our loser bracket final for the final 4 teams. So we do have 4 best of 3s going on as we speak. The winner of each of those best of 3s making their way through to a top seed spot in Sydney, as they're going to come through here in the B area. Picks up Blackout as well as RBZ. Dan's going down as well. As they're here with the Tech 9, he wants to get a Tech 9 kill. I think maybe he picked up Sicko, but he's going to go down as well from Wizard. Sponge here has a nice little nade. Only one player left, I believe, and that's Wizard. So he's going to take down Yam. Nice little M4 spray onto that headshot, flashed out. Going to hold back here. They're just throwing, it's kind of like depth charges onto an abandoned submarine here, Elfish guys. Wizard getting forced back and picked up Sponge, getting the final kill of that half. Vox Eminor picking up 13 of the 15 potential rounds. Direwolves really struggling there, weren't they? Yeah, they were indeed, and things probably going to get a little bit difficult for them if Vox Eminor win this pistol round as well. According to HLTV, Vox Eminor have a 45% win rate of their pistol rounds, but bear in mind that is up against international teams like Fnatic and NIP, so you would expect that number would be higher against the Australian team. So we'll see how they do up here against the Direwolves. They're going to boost up there onto short and go for a little bit of a
early push here towards mid. They're not going to spot anyone out, so JKS is going to give them the call that they're all running over to the B bomb site. He managed to find himself one kill. Sponge finds another, so things looking very good for Vox Eminor so far. Azza is going to be down here watching the drop down, or watching them drop down rather, and cleaning it up very easily for Vox Eminor. So that's 2 out of 2 pistol rounds for them, and Direwolves, you'd have to count them out at this stage.
I think certainly for this map, I don't know whether they got to pick this map or not.
No, we didn't get to see that.
We didn't get to see that one, no. But in any case, any map you do pick, Vox Eminor are going to have played that map more than you have. So it's just, you know, there's only so much you can really do. JK is going to get picked up here. Wizard Gaming actually taking him out with his Tech 9. Sponge does have that P90 Stargate SG1 style, but he's going to go down to the pistols of Dans and Sicko. Sicko taking out another player. RBZ going to take out Azza as well. Bomb plant going down. Yam, the last player left. We're going to see what this guy can do. He is a top player. Going to swing around. Gets one. Nice little burst. It's a 1v1. RBZ back with the, I think it's the UMP. Flashed out. But on full HP, Yam is strong, but he's not going to get the better of RBZ this time around. And Direwolves picking up the second round of that match, and after losing the pistol on the half.
Yeah, perhaps Vox Eminor are a little bit overconfident in that round and just making some risky plays which they couldn't afford. They're going to go for another risky play here, actually. They're going to buy up 3 scouts on their side and a 5.7 as well as a P250 onto JKS. So they want to close this game out as quickly as they can. And in the end, it's probably not an awful buy, but we'll just have to see how they can use it. They can abuse the long sight lines on this B bomb site, and on the B and A bomb site rather. Azza and Havoc are going to be on there trying to do what they can. Oh, there's a gap in the smoke. Azza takes advantage of that and takes one down, but Dans and Sicko are going to jump in here and pick up 2 kills for themselves. And this looks like it's actually going to go in the favor of the Direwolves, despite that relatively decent start for Vox Eminor. Yeah,
they did take advantage of two average smokes not managing to combine. Direwolves 4 and 14. They're two round wins in a row, and certainly Vox Eminor struggling with the cash here. They are going to buy 1 pistol, I believe. And we'll see what the Direwolves can do here. Now they are on the T side. Looks to me like they're going to swing around and try and find something sneaky over here on the B bomb site. Sponge here firing out with his pistol. Picks up 1. Azza takes out 1 as well. That is Wizard and Sicko both going down. Blackout taking out Sponge, and RBZ taking out Havoc. Azza going down as well. So the boys not being able to do much here with their pistols. Vox Eminor getting picked up. Direwolves only losing 2 players, keeping their AWP, picking up a 5th round win, and 3 on the run.
All right, so Vox are going to have enough money to buy up here once again. So things perhaps haven't gone to plan so far for them in this CT side, apart from that pistol round, but they have got the opportunity now to close it out. This one, there's going to be a pretty early aggression here onto Long. Azza's going to win the duel there. Is taken out there, though, in response, but Havoc is going to find another kill. Dan's all with a double kill from the nade onto Sponge and Havoc. That was pretty cool.
Those feels when you think someone turned off X-Ray and no, it was just a really good nade.
Yeah, so let's see what JKS and Yam can do here on the defense. JKS pulling out 2 kills. He has been fantastic over the last month or so, especially overseas. He was definitely the player of the bunch for Vox Eminor, but see what he's got at the moment. Looks like Havoc topping the scoreboard, but JKS certainly not doing too badly. Has got the most kills in this game as well. He's in a 1v1 at the moment, but he does have Yam on his back. Coming for the backup, but doesn't need it. Sicko taken down there by JKS. Vox Eminor hit the magic 15 round, so they have a huge amount of match points to play with.
Yeah, we'll see what Direwolves are going to do. It looks like they're going to try and buy up. They don't have much they can do. Going to really struggle with an eco round up against the guys from Box, especially with a full buy, not even a round 2 after pistol win buy. So we're going to stack here down towards B, perhaps our T side of Direwolves, certainly trying to find themselves a sneaky way in to do a little bit of damage. The guys from Vox swing around the outside, but will not find anyone because they're not there. moving slowly into mid. Are the boys mid and B, I suppose. There we go. Yam picks up Dan's nice one shot, one kill of the AWP there along B bomb site. Looking in the tunnels, he will pick up another. Wizard going, not sure if Yam was there. I'll just double check. And double confirmation there coming out that yes, he is there, and yes, he will pick you up. JKS onto Blackout. Sicko takes out JKS. Yam going to go down to Sicko as well. Sponge here has a scope of his own, and he's sort of back in the CT side. The guys from Vox Eminor pushing in to this bomb site, helped by Direwolves. The bomb plant has been made. Sicko here. Oh, nice shot. Azza down. Havoc down. Sponge down. Direwolves pick up a round victory. We're still obviously on match point. The guys from Direwolves hang by the skin of their Direwolf claws, perhaps.
Yeah, they're doing what they can. They've only got one round to play with, or really technically no rounds to play with, I guess. So they need to be very careful with how they play this one out. They're going to go towards long, and the Vox Eminor guys on the eco round are going to be pushing up here onto short. But Dan's going to say no thank you, see you later, Havoc and Azza, and takes them down without too many issues. He's down on 10 HP, but really if you could go 2 for 0 and survive on 10 HP, you'd be happy. Another double kill there going over towards the Rock Hat guys, for Direwolves even. JKS the only man. I mean, he's a really good player in these clutch situations, but you'd have to say this is a little bit out of his grasp, and I think he's aware of that. He's going to sit there on the B-bomb site and perhaps wait for someone to come and chase him, see if he can get an exit frag or something like that, but that's probably the best that he's going to be able to do in this situation.
Yeah, JKS hiding back in the B-bomb site, trying to find himself perhaps a free kill, something along those lines. Direwolves just starting to get a little bit of a move on here. They have so much work to do, and I think it's kind of beyond anyone's expectations that they actually can come out of this with at least an overtime. There we go, Blackout going to take out JKS. Direwolves 7 and 15, and still a lot of work to do.
Indeed, and their economy not looking particularly healthy at the moment. It's probably enough to buy up another round after this one. That is the Direwolves, but if they... Oh, well, it doesn't even matter. I guess if they lose the round, they lose the game. So
yeah,
they don't even have to worry about the economy. They're just kind of buying up and everything. So see what Sicko could do here on the cross. Wasn't able to connect that shot, unfortunately, for Direwolves. But Dan surely can find 2 here. He does indeed. Finds a 3rd as well. That's some sick play coming out from him. And another kill going over to Direwolves as well. So 4 kills rather in their favor. JKS has found himself behind them somehow, but not going to be able to do enough. Manages to find 1 kill. For the Vox Eminor guys, but not going to be able to clutch that round out.
No, not indeed. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I suspect that we might see the guys from Vox pulling something out here. I have a feeling that this might be our 16th and final victory here for Vox Eminor. Direwolves definitely can still do this. This is the best of 3, isn't it, Elfish guys? So
yep. Even
if they lose here on Dust 2, they're not out of it yet. And even then, if they do lose the best of 3 series, they're down to the losers bracket, which still enables them to come through and find themselves in next month's ACL Sydney finals for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. 5 plays up on all teams. The guys from Direwolves hang out in the mid here. We will see Blackout perhaps poking. You're going to poke Sponge? You're going to do it? He will poke Sponge. Sponge getting a couple of shots down, only doing 22 damage onto Blackout and pulling away. Not huge amounts of issues there for Blackout. Sicko going to poke around the corner. Will he get one? He does. Nice work. Going to take out Sponge. Wizard throwing a flash out, smoke out. Looks like we might get a molly out as well. He's going to try and find something, or perhaps no. He's just stirring up the guys down on the B-bomb site. Azza going to take out RBZ. JKS up here on the B-bomb. They will be moving into the mid area. They're going to go A, they're going to go B. We're about to find a Havoc onto one. JKS picks up 2. Blackout and Wizard down. Sicko comes through, picks up Havoc, but he gets taken out. Ladies and gentlemen, Vox Eminor 16 and 8. They're going to pick up game number 1 here in this best of 3 on Dust 2.
Yeah, not a super surprising result, I guess you could say. We would have expected Vox Eminor to do pretty well in these games, but Direwolves perhaps getting a few more rounds on that T side than they should have after losing that pistol round. But, well, I guess that's good news for them, and we'll see what they can do in the second map. Unsure exactly what the second map will be because, unfortunately, we missed the veto. We do know, as far as I'm aware, that the third map is going to be Inferno if we get there. So, looks like we're going to be loading into Cache.
We will be loading into Cache, so this should be interesting. Do we know, who do you think would have picked this one?
Well, Vox Eminor, for me, are a pretty good Cache team, and Dust 2 kind of seems just like a puggy kind of map. So you would have expected perhaps Direwolves would have gone for that Dust 2, and then Vox would have picked Cache. But let's see, Team B chooses the first map. That would, we actually don't know. So whoever won the knife would have picked the first map, and yeah, we don't know who won that. So I would guess Vox would have picked up Cache, and Direwolves would have picked